Debbie's Back Porch. So glad to have you with us again tonight. We're going to make some stuffed baked potatoes. And this is something I used to make all the time before most of my family stopped eating potatoes. But I learned a new presentation technique recently from Chef John on foodwishes.com, and so I thought I'd make some and show it to you because I thought it was pretty neat. But making stuffed baked potatoes it's not hard, and when you get done you have something beautiful, kind of a showing off kind of thing. So I thought, whoops, that's my oven preheating. So I thought I would just go ahead and show these to you and make Fred happy tonight with a stuffed baked potato. So I just cut, these are two similarly sized potatoes, russets, Idahos, and I have washed them with a brush and dried them off, and I've cut little slits, very small slits, just to let some of the steam escape, about 2/3 of the way up the potato. And I'm going to brush these in olive oil and kosher salt. Sprinkle pretty generously. And then I'm going to put these in a pan on a rack. I'll show you. This is a cast iron rack. If you want to put these directly on your oven rack with something underneath to catch anything that cooks off, you can do that. I like to do this on a rack in the oven in a pan, 400 degrees for an hour and 10 minutes. We want to make sure they get cooked all the way through. No aluminum foil. You can't do this with aluminum foil. When you use aluminum foil, you get steamed potatoes, not baked potatoes. These have olive oil and kosher salt. That's all they need. I'll be back in an hour and 10 minutes. Well, our timer went off. Let's check them and make sure they're done. A paring knife should go in. That's my timer. A paring knife should go in and meet no resistance. They're done. Yay! Okay, I let these cool for just a couple of minutes because they're really steamy hot. But I don't want to wait for them to get cold. So, there where I made the little slits, I'm going to cut ooh, nice and hot and nice and done. Nobody likes a half raw potato. Got a nice bowl here, and this is hot. Protect yourself. And I'm just going to scoop the innards out and not scoop, not tear the skin. Which is one reason I said no aluminum foil. If you use aluminum foil, the skin will be soft. A little more protection. And I'm using a grapefruit spoon, but you don't really have to. If your potato's done enough, it'll scoop out. Cleanly with little effort. Okay, there you go. This is the little top that I cut off. And we're going to scoop it out too. And we're going to save it, and that's the little presentation trick that I said I learned from Chef John. Okay, here we have our nice, fluffy potatoes. And I'm going to break them up with my fork. Then I'm going to add a half a stick, which is a 1/4 cup of butter that's at room temperature, and this is for 2 potatoes. When the butter's all melty, I'm going to add, this is about 3 little green onions chopped pretty finely. And I was out in my garden and I had 2 asparagus spears. And this is 2 small asparagus spears. Chopped up. And you know, you can put any vegetables you want to. Anything that's chopped finely that you think will cook done. In the 20 minutes we're going to bake these again, you should add them. Little tiny broccoli florets would be good. Bacon, you should add bacon. I don't have any bacon, but I would add bacon if I had bacon. Okay, gonna make a hole in the middle. I have here 2 ounces of half and half. I've been letting it sit out a little while. It's sort of at room temperature, not exactly. And I have 1 egg yolk. Now, the cream first, then the egg yolk is important, otherwise you'll get scrambled eggs. Now we've got some really lovely mashed potatoes. Healthy sprinkle of salt. That's probably 1/8 of a teaspoonful. A little sprinkle of red pepper flakes, which is what I use instead of black pepper. And you can use both or either. Let's give that a little taste for salt. That's fine with the salt. I have about a 1/4 cup per potato of freshly grated white Vermont cheddar, which Fred and I love. You can use any kind of cheese. Gruyere is really good. Parmesan is really good if you've got really good Parmesan. Okay, now let's get stuffing. Okay, we're going to stuff now. And I'm going to take this top that I cut off and I told you to save and put it down in there because it's going to make the potatoes stand up nice and big. And these have an egg in them, so they're going to have some body. And you can stuff them up above your skin. Have a little melted butter here. Dipping my fork in, and I'm going to muss these up a little bit. This will help them brown. And be crispy on top. Then we're going to drizzle, drizzle, drizzle. A little melted butter. And I saved out just a tiny, tiny little bit of the cheese. Now I'm going to put these right back in the same pan. I left my oven on. It's still at 400. And I'm going to cook these for about 20 minutes. I'll check them at 20 minutes. We want them to be nice and brown. I'll be back. These were 20 minutes in the oven on 400 and 5 minutes under the broiler. Let's plate these up and we'll be right back. Oh yeah, that's pretty. This is something you're going to serve for company. And this is crunchy, not hard, but crunchy on top. And I should let it wait a little bit, but no, I'm going to take a bite. And I'll mention the reason you're able to stack this up and make it big and pretty and show off a little bit is the egg. It gives a little texture. But oh my, creamy. And the little green onion and butter all through it. You can dress this up and do anything you want to with it. You could add some garlic. You could add some herbs. Rosemary would be nice. Or you can do it just like this. And I promise you'll enjoy it. Thank you for joining us on Debbie's Back Porch. So glad to have you with us. See you again tomorrow.